presented
The election
in a
was
court
rigged.
of law.
It was a dirty election.
Mr.
And it's
President,
happening again right now in California.
You've never presented evidence
It's happening
that the
right now in
2020 election
California.
was rigged.
Right now, it's look at what's happening in California.
Where's the evidence to that?
It's
The
4
Republicans
days.
are doing well in
California. It's no, they're not. They're dropping fast because it's a rigged election. Let me tell you, it's 4 days, and they aren't even close to coming up with it. You know why they're doing that? Because they're cheating on the election.
Do you have evidence to support that?
All I have to do is look. All I have to do is look.
That's not evidence.
And I listen to people, and let's see what happens.
But, sir, that's not evidence.
Do you think it's appropriate?
That's how they count the votes in California.
Do you think it's appropriate that they have an election and 5 days later they're nowhere close to picking a winner?
State and local officials acknowledge they are slow. They're urging.
No, they're crooked.
They're urging the votes to be counted quickly. That's how they vote in
They're
California.
crooked, just like you're crooked. Your press is crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
Really?
Let's
Well,
continue.
you play right into their hands. Then.
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid. You play
continue.
right into their hands with this crap. You know that these elections are rigged. Your network knows that they're rigged. You know that I won an election in a landslide, and I got 94% bad press.
But, Mr. President,
you know why I
you've
got
never
that?
presented
Because you have no
evidence.
credibility.
But you've never presented evidence that it was rigged. Let's keep talking about. I want to talk about Todd
You
Blanche.
have more evidence. There's more evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk
Your
about
elections
you
in this
went to
country.
court.
We're like a third world country.
But, sir,
your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and
But,
Meet
Mr.
the Press is crooked,
Mr.
and so
President-
is ABC and CBS and CNN.
But, Mr. President-
You're one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know.
I've sat in the rain with you for an hour, on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr.
A
President,
country can never be great with a dishonest
Listen,
press.
we
Come on, let's
traveled
go.
all the way to Wisconsin for this interview.
There's this magic moment. Somebody appears on the scene and everything changes.
I am with you.
We've never seen anything like this.
I will fight for you,
This was a man who's met his destiny.
and I will win for you.
He said he was saved by God in order to make America great again.
His victory was the greatest comeback of all time.
You're watching history, so buckle up.
I don't think the American people have ever seen this before. A government that has moved this quickly and a president that has done so much when it comes to the border and energy and major investments from other countries. It's like warp speed.
47's on a hot streak, bringing head-snapping change to Washington, overwhelming the system with a volcanic eruption of action. Trump has a mandate from the people, and he's using it, and they're just getting started.
President Trump said on the campaign trail, success will be my retribution.
Despite the best efforts of those who would try to censor us, silence us, break us, destroy us, Americans are today a proud, free, sovereign, and independent nation that will always be free. We're going to have one shot at this, and no other president's going to do what I'm doing.
America's back, common sense is back. He is keeping his promise to you, the American people.
Inflation is down, growth is up.
The numbers don't lie. The economy is soaring.
Lowest gas prices in 4 years.
And record tariff revenue.
The USA is on a roll, culminating in the signing of the One Big Beautiful Bill on July 4th.
The Trump economic golden age is full steam ahead. America is back, thanks to the courage of President Trump, thanks to the leadership of his amazing cabinet, and thanks, of course, to our brave men and women in the United States military.
This is a message to the rest of the world. The days of ripping off America and Americans are officially over.
Between the attacks on Iran's nuke site and the Maduro operation, the U.S. military recruitment at an all-time high.
This president will go down in history as a peacemaking president.
Peace through strength. America's in charge.
And he's just got one filter, and that is America first.
Whatever they're doing, it's working. Zero illegal crossing, drug cartels frustrated, less crime.
We have the most secure border in the history of this nation. If you think we're doing good now, you just wait till this coming year.
The president isn't taking his foot off the gas in 2026.
It's a new year. The stock markets are already making new record highs.
The Trump archives are a series of near impossible feats.
As for the next year, the American people have so much to look forward to. The president will continue to build off of his historic accomplishments.
2025 is setting the table, but the banquet's going to be in 2026.
This is the golden age coming.
He says, make America great again because every American is invited.
My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future because the golden age of America has just begun.
What up, fools? All right, we got a lot of stuff that is happening, and it looks like it's about ready to happen. So I don't know if you guys heard, but Iran targeted 2 Apaches over in Iraq, shot one down. Pilot and the WEPS officer were good to go. And within probably a half hour to an hour after that, the U.S. did a strike and started taking out more air defenses. And I believe they took out some utility facilities. So we have, shortly after that, we had a couple, let's go to the large map. We've had some EAMs start.
All stations. This is TikTok, bring.
Nice call sign.
X-ray. Uniform. Charlie. Delta. Standby. Charlie. Bravo. X-ray. Uniform. Charlie. Delta. Charlie. Bravo. X-ray. Uniform. Charlie. November. Whiskey. Yankee. India. Yankee. 7. Papa. 2. 3. Foxtrot. Hotel. Yankee. Charlie. Echo. Romeo. Oscar. This is TikTok House.
Yeah, that was what they call radio wave propagation. I knew it as soon as she heard me in here talking. See how far I can throw this thing. So shortly after the EAM started to kick off and the strike on some of these air defenses, we had some unique planes go up. So we have, let me see if I can find where they're at. So this E4B, the Doomsday, launched. Then we got this aircraft has been floating around that area. And we have a Cobra Ball up and running. Then, when those planes took off, let me see if they did, yeah. We had this priority transport Air Force jet take off from Hampton Field, Hampton Roads, which is Norfolk. And we had a priority air transport take off. We had another priority air transport take off. And let's see, there was a blue and white that flew out of Omaha going, I'm guessing it's probably going into either Dayton or Columbus, probably to get on another Doomsday plane. And we have a SAM flight that took off from Andrews, heading probably to Nebraska, to the bunker. So my guess, within the next few hours, we are probably going to start doing a major strike. Because when you start seeing all of these components all together, they are moving cabinet members and top-level military to secure locations. And then we have this down here. We have this Reaper drone that is looking at Havana yet again. And I think, yep, here we go. Here's another SAM flight that flew out of Florida. So I believe they're starting to move cabinet members around to get in position. I believe the Cobra Ball is probably, that's the Doomsday. The Cobra Ball is probably going to just go up here and start doing some circles. Go like up to Minnesota area, Wisconsin, then come back down and start doing some north to south surveillance. Now, keep in mind when it's going north and south, all the radar arrays, all the ELINT is looking east and west. So, because you can see how right in front of the engines on the fuselage, that flat part, that is all the arrays that are behind the skin of the plane. So that's all your ELINT, electronical intelligence. So it has stuff like dirt box in it, all different kinds of arrays to basically listen to anything it wants to listen to. Let's see here. And here you have just your normal Janet flights. But this here, I was planning on doing a live this evening just because of what happened in Belfast, Northern Ireland. In case you guys don't know, there was a Sudanese citizen that had made its way to Europe, and as part of their we don't need heritage in our country, he basically tried to hack a citizen's head off in the middle of the street with a razor blade. I think since then that person has since passed, and the British government is pretty much silent. People in Ireland, I was watching it earlier, they started burning shit, buildings, so they're pretty ticked off about it. I don't understand what burning buildings has to do with it. Yeah, I did see that, Kathy. There are a boat ton of nuke sniffers up. And like I said, after Sunday watching that Trump interview with Meet the Press and him crushing and standing on that mic, that was intentional, I believe. And it is basically a sign to people who know what to look for. And we had in Panda, we had the verdict in the Anthony trial. I believe that was his last name. Come back guilty. So I'm guessing, I think that was in Austin. I could be wrong. But I look for stuff to pop off there, because there are TikTok.
Juliet, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, X-ray, 3, stand by, Juliet, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, X-ray, 3, stand by, Juliet, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, X-ray, 3, stand by, message Bravo, Juliet, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, X-ray, 3, Bravo, Victor, Charlie, X-ray, Yankee, Whiskey, Kilo, Foxtrot, 4, Sierra, Hotel, Delta, 4, Zulu, Bravo, Quebec, Mike, India, Juliet, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, X-ray, 3, Quebec, 5, Kilo, Hotel, Foxtrot, Bravo, Victor, Charlie, X-ray, Yankee, Whiskey, Kilo, Foxtrot, 4, Sierra, Hotel, Delta, 4, Zulu, Bravo, Quebec, Mike, India. This is TikTok out.
This is TikTok out. Now, I'll
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, X-ray, 3, Light, Juliet, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, X-ray, 3, Light, Charlie, Juliet, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, X-ray, 3.
yeah, I just got it muted.
5, 0, Hotel, Foxtrot, Bravo, Victor, Charlie, X-ray, Yankee, Whiskey, Kilo, Foxtrot, 4, Sierra, Hotel, Delta, 4, Zulu, Bravo, Quebec, Mike, India, Juliet, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, X-ray, 3, Quebec, 5, Kilo, Hotel, Foxtrot, Bravo, Victor, Charlie, all stations, this is TikTok, break, Charlie.
Alright, something has happened because now both bands are running.
X-ray, Lima, standby, Charlie, Bravo, Delta, Whiskey, X-ray, Lima, standby, Charlie, Bravo, Delta, Whiskey, X-ray, Lima, standby, message follows, Charlie, Bravo, Delta, Whiskey, X-ray, Lima, 3, Charlie, Foxtrot, Yankee, Whiskey, X-ray, 2, Foxtrot, Bravo, Delta, Whiskey, X-ray, Lima, 3, Charlie, Charlie, Foxtrot, Yankee, Whiskey, X-ray, 2, Foxtrot, Uniform, Oscar, Yankee, Quebec, 7, Victor, Yankee, November, Mike, X-ray, Uniform, Alpha, Kilo, Echo, Whiskey. This is takeoff. Out.
Okay, so I know I was talking a little bit. Pentagon Pootie. So, we had that plane that we were following, it landed in Columbus. We have another high priority traffic plane for the Air Force flying into Columbus. So, and then we had both of the EAM frequencies, the main ones, going off at the same time. So we're probably getting ready to strike. And some people were talking about the sound as they're given the EAMs. That's the ambient sound.
Bravo, Delta, Whiskey, X-ray, Lima, Quebec, Charlie, Bravo, Delta, Whiskey, X-ray, Lima, Quebec, Charlie, Bravo, Delta, Whiskey, X-ray, Lima, Quebec, Charlie, Bravo, Delta, Whiskey, X-ray, Lima, 3, Charlie, Charlie, Foxtrot, Yankee, Whiskey, X-ray, 2, Foxtrot, 4, Oscar, Pete, Quebec, 7, Victor, Yankee, November, Mike, X-ray, Uniform, Alpha, Kilo, Echo, Whiskey, say again, Charlie, Bravo, Delta, Whiskey, X-ray, Lima, 3, Charlie, Charlie, Foxtrot, Yankee, Whiskey, 2, Foxtrot, Uniform, Oscar, Yankee, Quebec, 7, Victor, Yankee, November, Mike, X-ray, Uniform, Alpha, Kilo, Echo, Whiskey, and TikTok out.
Okay, so when you're hearing the weird noises, as he's giving off the EAMs, that's the ambient noise from the aircraft. My guess, without having the ability to do HFDF on the actual signal itself, is let me get to the interactive screen so I can show you. I'm guessing it's coming from the Doomsday plane, which is right there, and it's looks like it's going to be flying into Colorado Springs, possibly, because it's in pretty much that direction Well, maybe not, because it's still at 30,000. If it starts to decrease in altitude, and there are a couple spots in California that are used. But that very first one, that was the sound of the engines of the Air Force. Oh, shit. I just drew a blank. Let me get the was it Salty? No, that's the refueler. The rivet joint. That was whoever was doing the EAM was probably right near one of the engines, and you're getting some of that ambient noise. Yeah, I think my gut feeling was right. I was, of course, it really doesn't matter, but I sent a text to Big Chair saying, I really don't think that shit last night was a good idea. And response was, not my choice. Because, to be honest with you, I think he wants him locked down. But, you can't really do what I think is getting ready to be done by being locked down. Yeah, so I think... Here we go.
All stations, this is TikTok, break, Charlie, Bravo, Hotel, 4, Foxtrot, stand by, Charlie, Bravo, Hotel, 4, Foxtrot, stand by, Charlie, Bravo, Hotel, 4, Foxtrot, stand by. Message followed. Charlie, Bravo, Hotel, 4, Foxtrot, November, India, Bravo, Tango, Quebec, Whiskey, Quebec, 7, Uniform, 2, Tango, Hotel, Yankee, 5, Quebec, Guard, Yankee, Alpha, Yankee, Quebec, Lima, Bravo, November, I say again, Charlie, Bravo, Hotel, 4, Foxtrot, Papa, November, India, Bravo, Tango, Quebec, Whiskey, Quebec, 7, Uniform, 2, Tango, Hotel, Yankee, 5, Quebec, 5, Yankee, Alpha, Yankee, Quebec, Lima, Bravo, November. This is TikTok out.
Okay. They're reading these off kind of quick. The cadence is pretty quick. Yep, here we go.
This is TikTok, break, Charlie, Bravo, Now, 4, Foxtrot, stand by, Charlie, Bravo, Hotel, 4, Foxtrot, Mike, Charlie, Bravo, Hotel, Forward, Foxtrot, Mike, Charlie, Bravo, Hotel, Forward, Foxtrot, Sahar, November, India, Bravo, Tango, Quebec, Whiskey, Quebec, 7, Uniform, 2, Tango, Hotel, Yankee, 5, Quebec, 5, Yankee, Alpha, Yankee, Quebec, Lima, Bravo, November, say yes, Charlie, Bravo, Hotel, 4, Foxtrot, off, November, India, Bravo, Tango, Quebec, Whiskey, Quebec, 7, Uniform, 2, Tango, Hotel, Yankee, 5, Quebec, 5, Yankee, Alpha, Yankee, Quebec, Lima, Bravo, November, 4,
All right. These are worldwide. So, because they're operating on a high frequency, they can pretty much, for the most part, be heard worldwide. And then we have relay stations that'll boost the signal. So we'll kind of keep our eye on the Columbus area, because I have a feeling looks like this Air Force plane may be going to Andrews. Okay, and if this is that spar flight, or that, yep, okay. So, here's my analysis on this. If we see the Doomsday land, then we see this SAM flight land. Same location. That is a good indicator to me. Whoever was in DC, they're flying them to a secure location, and they probably have a military attaché, probably from the Air Force, on that SAM flight with whoever. That dignitary that's on the SAM flight will probably get on the Doomsday. And the reason the military attaché would be with him is because he would have basically a football, not like the presidential football, but a football of codes. And that list of codes would be then put into the computers on Doomsday. That way they can start transmitting certain orders that were issued from the White House military staff. And Iran did state earlier, probably about 3 hours ago, on IRNN, that they are going to start obliterating military bases in the Iraq UAE, Bahrain, and Israel. So this may be a long one tonight. But let me yeah, I think we're probably going to be here for quite a while, especially with the number of EAMs that are going off. So make sure, you guys share this out, whether like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Yeah, the Doomsday's at 30,000. They may circle this until the SAM flight lands and just do a quick pull in, load up, and go. So let's see here. Yeah, he's still at 30,000. Sam 740's at 38,000. And it looks like we're going to have another one. Alrighty, let me see. Let me get this. Grab this laptop here and start looking at some of the Middle East sources. Let's see. Boxer left Dayton to DC. Yep, Boxer 43. Yeah. I think they're definitely moving assets around. And when I say assets, I mean cabinet members. Yeah, so this is the statement. So this is the statement out of CENTCOM. All right. Looks like he was getting ready to transmit, and the jock may have pulled it. So here is the statement out of U.S. Central Command, which is Tampa. The U.S. Central Command forces completed a self-defense strike against Iran on June 9th at the Commander-in-Chief's direction in response to yesterday's downing of a U.S. Army Apache helicopter. CENTCOM forces struck an Iranian air defense ground control station and surveillance radar site near the Straits of Hormuz with precision munitions from the United States Air Force and Navy fighter jets. The operation was proportional response to the recent attack on U.S. A proportional response to recent attacks on U.S. Air Force and international commercial ships transiting the regional waters. U.S. forces remain vigilant and postured to defend against unjustified Iranian aggressors. So, a little while ago, I got a text about Laura Loomer and how she's about ready to drop something dealing with Maduro. And so I had called somebody in D.C. and asked them if they had heard anything. And apparently what's going to be dropped is the link between China, Iran, and Venezuela on the 2020. Let's see. What was it? Did Mike ever send out the raffle gifts from the drawing? I didn't get my coin. I have no idea, Linda. I haven't talked to Mike in about a week. So hold on one second. Okay. I just had 3 Chinooks fly over the house. Doomsday is dropping altitude. Let's see. I want to. Let's see. 920 by 1080. Yeah, I think I made that way too big.
2, 3, 2, 1. This is Lodges out.
Oh, Lodges. 1080 by 60. Oh, you see it, Kathy? Yeah. Yeah, it just flew over the house. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. That way, you guys will see more of. All right, so let me get to. Yeah, 3 helos. Yeah. Well, the house started shaking something fierce. They were pretty low.
This is Eagle Garcia at now. Pulsing. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. This is Diego Garcia out.
Yeah, so that test count normally around the top of the hour, they do just regular test counts to make sure communications are good. Yeah, I mean Canada is not real. It may be going to LA. It's been spotted several times going to LA. So it could be, I don't know if maybe Rubio or somebody may be going to the Pacific region. Because we have seen, the Doomsday fly from LA to Honolulu and then Honolulu into Asia. So maybe there's something going on between China and Taiwan. Let's see. Yeah, it kind of looks like it has that projection towards LA. Let's see. Let's see. CENTCOM. Okay. Okay, at 8:59, CENTCOM put out our attacks are over. So apparently they have done what they were going to do right now. Let's see. I'm still Bongino just posted it's getting serious, folks. I'm telling you, I think that whole thing with Kirsten Welker and Trump stepping on that mic drop, boom, boom, boom. 45 south of me, okay. I'm still not. Still not getting this UFC ring. I know people are all over the map on it. Oh, yeah. Are you talking about the one in LA? The election in LA? Like button activated? Let's see. Yeah, I'm not. Me personally, I think there is a reason for the that being there, and I also believe that there's a reason why they're calling it the claw. Kind of like you remember the claw game when you were kids and you tried to get the best prize. Let's see, that was. Let's see, Pac-Man. Let's see. Okay, so this is about an hour old, but at least 3 ballistic missiles were fired from Isfahan, which, if you guys remember, Isfahan is the nuclear area that we bombed. Yeah, I think this thing in California, I believe this, they were watching it. NSA, DIA, Space Force, all of them, the whole alphabet soup. Sounds like someone's getting ready to transmit. And then we got, this FIFA thing. I think it starts Friday. That's kind of concerning, I think. I know that I lost my train of thought. I was reading something. Oh, I've heard that DSS, which is Diplomatic Security Service, it's kind of like the Secret Service for diplomats, is putting a lot of security around the Iranian athletes because they are worried that something may happen to them. here. And what I fear is Thursday is the first match. Okay. I fear what happened in the UK could possibly happen here. I really do. I think I'm real nervous about it. I know if I was a soccer fan, my ass wouldn't be there. Graham Plantner wins main U.S. Summit primary. He is now nominee and will face Susan Collins. Let's see here. $6.11. No, I mean, it could be, but that's an interesting point. Well, Pappy, within the last couple days, a lot of people in LA have been reporting a lot of military helicopters landing on roads, and I think that's QRF, Quick Reaction Forces. But you brought up an interesting point with Putin in the soccer ball that I didn't think about. Didn't Putin give Trump that soccer ball during the FIFA Cup? Let me look. The situation remains active, and the U.S. military is ready to respond if Iran chooses to retaliate. All right. Let me look. Did Yes, he did. Okay. Yes, after the cup. Oh boy. That's 8 years. It was in 2018. July 16th, 2018. I never even thought about that. Holy shit. All right, hold on. Iran just launched a ballistic missile from Koham, Markas province. So they just started launching again. That's probably what those EAM's about. NSA probably detected ELINT of them either fueling or damn, I never even thought about that. Yeah, there could be chips in there, but from what a couple people had told me, there was some stuff on there that the KGB had on individuals per the request of Donald Trump. Why are we hitting those sites? Yeah, I read he just got 35 years. I look for there to be some issues in because I think that was was it in Austin? I read an article and they were talking about Austin, so I don't know. I didn't follow that. I can't stand sports. So Doomsday's still at 30,000. Sam, he's at 38,000. I have a feeling they're going to LA. I think they're going to LAX. Yeah, Summer of Love 2.0. Got that right. Oh, I'm telling you, I think, you know, I just have a feeling. I'm telling you. McKinley, Texas, north of Dallas. Okay. I mean, if it was in Austin, I'd be like, oh, yeah, all the liberals in Austin. Gotcha, McKinney, Texas. Yeah, gotcha. Oh, okay. First name was Austin. All right, gotcha. That kid just ruined his life. I mean, you're never going to get that back. Picked up Mr. T. Tucson? Could be. And there is a Code Brown. Oh my God. I wonder whatever happened to Don Ritchie. Don Ritchie was hilarious. That'd be cool to see if the Doomsday goes to Fort Huachuca, Arizona, Sierra Vista, Arizona, because I know a couple things that are out there that would be interesting. Duck walking. Yeah. Turning south. Yeah, it may be she may be on her way to LA. Okay, and you know, just like that night when we seen that those planes leave Iran and they were all going in the same path. This is kind of like the same concept. SG Adon. It seems to be leaving. We have strange airspace here on Denver. What's that, Devin? What seems to be leaving Colorado? Because the SAM flight left out of Andrews. Davis Don. Boy, Jason, your boy's missing out on all this. He would be doing a huge Jerry Lewis telethon on his stream. Dono's sobbing. Davos Don. Man, I remember those nights on Rhinos. My God, those two would be so damn funny when they get into it. Fucking Rhino. Let me see. Oh, man, I'm gonna have to learn Farsi now. Because I found a Persian all right. Explosions in Tahiz, Bahrain. He doesn't like actively track because he has sky glass and he records all the traffic so he can go back through it. Yeah, RH. I'll tell you what, that dude has some damn dedication because I see him broadcast and there's only like 3 or 4 people in there. That dude has got some dedication. He is dedicated to the cause, there's no doubt. Did who pass away? Yeah, let's see. All right. Large explosions. Multiple large explosions were heard in Tazim, Bahrain. So they are attacking Bahrain. Let's see. Yep. Iran has launched multiple attacks on U.S. military base in Bahrain. yeah, I do remember. Yeah, Rhino did pass. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember when Travis was swimming. I can't. No. You're fine, Devin. Yeah. We're just. I find it interesting that this SAM flight is following the Doomsday, so this Doomsday may be going to the Pacific. What are we going to do when this is all over? Show the movie. Show the movie. It'll be like Usual Suspects.
Real strength moves in silence. It is.
No, that's Benny Johnson. Yeah, Rhino. Yeah. My God. I used to have some funny ass conversations with him. Yep. Let's see. So now I know that that news source is it. That Parisian. All right, here we go. Same news source. Explosions have been heard in Kuwait, and warning sirens are going off throughout the Middle East. So, let's do this. I don't think we're going to really see anything in the Middle East, but let's go take a look. Diana, they're going to be in denial. There are going to be a lot of people in denial. That's like, I have said on multiple occasions that when all of this breaks out, it can't come from Trump. It has to come from the military, because you have a very, very, very small segment of our population that won't believe the military. Less than, I think considerably less than Trump. Because number one, I think, they'll have to, they're going to have to come up with a pharmaceutical company that will only see people with TDS. Like I said, I think it's going to have to be. They're going to blame Trump. There's no doubt about it. They can. They could come out and have video proof of recorded 20 years ago of the military sitting down with Donald Trump talking about this, that, and the other, right? And they'll say it's AI. That's why I think this whole AI push has been going on. It is a counter move by the quote-unquote deep state. All right. So from Hazim, warning sirens are blaring again in Bahrain. Bahrain is currently under a large attack. Sources have heard 16 explosions so far. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong. Yeah, Trump derangement hospitals. Yeah. You got that right. And telling you, I think it's going to be a hand of God moment. Whether you're religious or not, I believe we are on the verge of a hand of God moment. So, let's see. I want to see how long this has been up. So you got a lot of refuelers taking off in Riyadh. Oh, Big Mike. Big Mike! I'm telling you, I damn near lost it the day that I was told that that's what the Secret Service called him. Yeah, so they're flying a lot of in this region, land-based. I mean, just look at that pattern of that Pegasus refueler. They're flying a lot of land-based aircraft. Okay, he just went dark. Now, if I was our favorite inventor, they went dark because I'm on to them. Trump had huge balls talking to that reporter? I think it was all scripted. I do. And I think it was scripted to the far left people who watch that programming to have him, so they can hear him say this, say it again, and to then later on be able to show these people how much the media has lied to them. I'm telling you, just like we had election deniers, you're going to have truth deniers, because people will not be able to admit they've been duped. I mean, just look at that reporter that was in the Rayburn building in Congress, and she was, as Nancy Pelosi was walking, she was interviewing her and calling her out on the J6 stuff, and Pelosi said, "Oh, you're into, all Trump's talking points and all that." And then she brought up, "Well, your daughter, taped it you in the car." Oh. These facts are going to get thrown up at them. Their shit is going to come home to roost. And a lot of people who have been duped by them and believe that they had their best interest, those people, look, I think 98% of the people inside of Congress could give two shits about you and I. They only are worried about enriching themselves. Because if you had a true congressional member or a Senate member, right? Whether you're Republican or Democrat, it's supposed to be what the majority of your constituents want, not what you want, or not what your lobbyists want. And see, that's where I believe our education system has failed. Civics. I don't even think they teach civics anymore in our schools. I remember when I was going to middle school, learning civics. You remember, used to be on Saturday morning cartoons, "I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill." Remember that? The Bill cartoon where they had a piece of paper rolled up. They don't teach that shit anymore. And I believe we're on a reckoning We are on a collision course. Yeah, that's a Biden doll filled with Hunter's Coke. Get one of those. You remember the Pez dispensers? Pez candy. Get one of Hunter, and instead of candy, it pulls out a dime bag. The bill on the hill. Yep. Yep. You know who else, if you think about it, has been really quiet? Really quiet. Tina Peters. Why is she so quiet? Now, granted, I don't watch the news, but you would think every news media outlet would be dying, paying that lady buku bucks to get a sit-down interview with her. Now, I'm sure if she has sat down and talked to somebody in the chat pointed out, I haven't seen anything. Of course, I haven't been looking either, but I find it interesting that mum's the word. If mum is the word, then I wonder if she's not being deposed for future testimonies. Let's see. Let me see if I can get anything out of Bahrain. Oh yeah, and we got the idiots out in Newark, New Jersey, doing their protest. Breaking: House passes a $70 billion funding bill for ICE and Border Patrol. All right, here we go. Minutes ago, Al-Zakrak Air Base in Jordan has been targeted by a missile attack. So the whole Middle East is about ready to shake loose. Let's see, live. Let me see.
Liberal Amy Acton says illegal immigrants taking jobs from
Army drone attack on American bases. Where's this at? Army Public Relations. In continuation of the operation against the evils and disturbances of the American terrorist army for residents of south of the country this morning, the Islamic Republic of Iran Army, in its countermeasures with a wave of drone attacks, hit an American base in the radar systems of the U.S. Fifth Fleet in Bahrain. You better hope you didn't.
करार थी, आज फिर अमेरिका की जानिब से ईरान पर हमले शुरू किए गए हैं। अमेरिकी सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने कहा है कि कार्रवाई अमेरिकी हेलीकॉप्टर पर हमले का जवाब है। हेलीकॉप्टर पर हमले का जवाब बहुत सख्त होना चाहिए। अमेरिकी सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप की जानिब से ये कहा गया है। उनकी जानिब से इससे पहले भी ये वार्न कर दिया गया था कि चूंकि ईरान की जानिब से आबना हॉर्मूज पर परवाज करता हुआ अमेरिकी अपाची हेलीकॉप्टर गिराया गया है, तो अब ये इसका जवाब देना नागुज़ीर हो चुका। अब अमेरिकी सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप की जानिब से ये कहा गया है कि ये कार्रवाई अमेरिकी हेलीकॉप्टर पर हमले का जवाब है। हेलीकॉप्टर पर हमले का जवाब बहुत सख्त होना चाहिए। अमेरिकी सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप की जानिब से ये कहा गया है। अमेरिका ने ईरान पर हमले शुरू कर दिए हैं। अमेरिकी फौज की जानिब से जजीरा कश्म और सीरिक पर हमले किए गए हैं। अमेरिकी अफवाज मखसूस अहदाफ को निशाना बना रही हैं। सेंटकम की जानिब से ये कहा गया। अमेरिकी सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने कहा कि कार्रवाई अमेरिकी हेलीकॉप्टर पर हमले का जवाब है। हेलीकॉप्टर पर हमले का जवाब बहुत सख्त होना चाहिए। जबकि अमेरिकी सेंट्रल कमांड के मुताबिक फौजी कार्रवाई सदर ट्रंप की हिदायत पर की जा रही है। अमेरिकी सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप की हिदायत पर ये हमले किए जा रहे हैं। अमेरिकी सेंट्रल कमांड की जानिब से ये कहा गया है। अमेरिकी सदर डोनाल्ड ट्रंप ने कहा कि ये कार्रवाई अमेरिकी हेलीकॉप्टर पर हमले का जवाब है। हेलीकॉप्टर पर हमले का जवाब बहुत सख्त होना चाहिए। ईरानी पोर्ट बंदर अब्बास में भी धमाकों की आवाजें सुनी गई हैं। अपडेट कर रहे हैं आपको, अमेरिका ने ईरान पर हमले शुरू कर दिए हैं। अमेरिकी अफवाज मखसूस अहदाफ को निशाना बना रही हैं। सेंटकम की जानिब से ये कहा गया है।
Well, that's interesting. Basically, you're talking about the attack. That's old video. Let's see. You need Pooty to translate. Pooty's busy with the plan, baby. Let's see what my boy Looky baby. Oh, looky. Oh, Beaker. Tell you what, that cat brings in some cashola. Somebody just super chatted him saying, "Deport Donald Trump." Read it, Steve. Doomsday is north of Phoenix. Yeah, but the Middle East is kind of dry. Everyone's oh my god, dude. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, he's a big money earner for him. You know. I mean, think about all those super chats that that he gets. They're getting what? I don't know, 20-30% of that. So yeah, I'd push him too, if it's a major revenue for me. You know, whether you like him or not, I mean, he is good at what he does, and he has those quirks about him that make you want to watch him because the shit's funny. Like when he goes off the deep end, or when he talks about his fucking air fryer every 20 minutes. I mean, the shit's funny as hell. I think it is. Oh, the enforcers, those fucking dude. I watched them like twice for like 10 minutes, and okay, maybe right. Oh, so they're not going to L.A. unless they cut across. He looks like he may be going to Phoenix or Tucson. Where is... Okay, there's that Sam flight. Now let's see what he does. Yeah, oh, I know. I mean, he's... I've seen, like, some of the very beginning videos, and I mean, he has come a long way. There's no doubt. But I love it when people super chat him and the names, and he doesn't catch it. Oh my God, is that shit funny as hell? Oh, shit. All right, we got some more shit coming in. Tassim. American Defense Systems in Jordan. All right, so the ones that were heading to Jordan look like they've been intercepted. One's been intercepted. Let's see, that one looks like it went through. That one got intercepted. That was intercepted. All right, so looks like those all but looks like one have been intercepted in Jordan. Let's see. All right, my buddy just texted me, said CENTCOM just put out through a certain system that they use that a third wave of attacks are happening right now on Iran. Let's see. All right, so here we go. This coming out of Tassim. 4 important targets were targeted at the airbase and control center of the American child-killing army in Al-Zarak, Jordan. Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps public release. Holy shit. Man, I'm going to have to start reading some more Arabic. Following the successful operations of the IRGC Navy in hitting 21 targets in American air and naval bases in the region and shooting down an MQ-9 drone in the sky of Sham City, due to the continuation of the enemy's evils in completing the retaliatory operation, the forces of Islam and the brave fighters of the IRGC, I think at Aerospace, targeted 4 important targets with their long-range solid fuel missiles, including the hangars of F-35s in the air base and control center of the American child-killing army in Al-Zarak, Jordan, placed and destroyed. Okay. I think we're going to need a receipt on that one. God, I hate that word. But I felt that was appropriate. Let's see here. All right. So, looks like Doomsday's probably going to Tucson. And let's see where his elevation. Yeah, he's going to Tucson. He's at 21,000 and declining. So he is going to be landing at, what is that, Davis Matheson, I think, is the Air Force Base there in Tucson. Now we'll have to watch where old Sam goes. All right, we got more sirens in Jordan. Yeah, this boy, my boy Luckner, man, he bringing in some ducats. I think in the last 20 minutes, I've seen $150 come in. Which good. I'm glad for him. I mean, anybody that can do that. And 4 more missiles have been launched from Khomeini Air Base in Iran.
أشرتم صباحا 4:55 بتوقيت العاصمة عمان، تقريبا 10:26. هذه أثار اعتراضات صواريخ تظهر من اسماء العاصمة عمان، كانت موجهة من إيران، أعتقد أنها نحو الأراضي المحتلة، عقب عدة ضربات نفذتها الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية في العمق الإيراني. وكان ذلك أثناء محادثات واتفاقيات تجريها الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية وإيران لإيقاف الحرب بشكل كلي وفتح مضيق هرمز، إلا أن إيران استبقت ذلك بإسقاط طائرة أباتشي فوق مضيق هرمز، وعلل ذلك بتصريح قاله وزير الخارجية الإيراني بأنها كانت في المياه الإقليمية الإيرانية. تصعيد واضح كان في الليلة السابقة من هذا اليوم، أيضا كان هناك عدة ضربات نفذتها الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية في العمق الإيراني. كما ننوه أن هناك أيضا عدة ضربات تقوم بها إيران على عدد من.
Okay, so basically, what he was saying was talking about the how these group of missiles that were shot down over Jordan, it came from the Gulf region, more than likely through Iran, and have been. What did Yorga put? My goat's name is Abigail. That's funny. Um, um, basically saying that the missiles came from the region of the Persian Gulf, east of the Persian Gulf. So he said more than likely Iran, and has been intercepted by missiles provided by America. Let's see. Let's see if we get any more. Right. That is funny. Durka Durka, Muhammad Jihad, Durka Durka. We got fighter jet activity now over Erbil in Iraq. Let's see. So, yeah, we're landing in Tucson. Who is Goon? Okay, that's a Sikorsky Blackhawk. Are the rods of God a real weapon? I've never seen it, but think about SDI. Back when Ronald Reagan was president, the Strategic Defense Initiative, Star Wars. Yeah, they call him the Sheik. Yeah, I remember that song. Yeah, Davis Monston Air Base. We used to, when I was in Fort Huachuca, we used to have to go up and pick people up and bring them down to Sierra Vista. When I had duty and I was the duty van driver. Let's see. All right, so looks like we got a couple more missiles that have been intercepted. So not a lot of their stuff's getting through. Yeah, I don't think that SAM flight is going to Tucson unless it hooks around the like near Flagstaff, starts to go. Oh, did it turn? Okay. The Sheikh of Arabia. The Sheikh of Bahani. I remember him in the WWE. That motherfucker lived in Chicago. Vegas. Let's see. Cola. All right. Images of the destruction of the American drone in Bushehr. I'll tell you what. Kind of looks like an MQ-4 Reaper. Man, that fucker fell fast too. Yeah. An MQ-9 drone was intercepted and destroyed. That's coming out of Tazim News. Doomsday 95. Alrighty, yeah, she's going into Davis Monthan Air Base. Where are you going, Sam? 740. Yeah, it's turning. Yeah, it may be going. Ahab, the Arab, the king of the running sands. Yep. He may be, well, Vegas. Cola got baby chicks. I know I got a shitload of fucking deer running around my property. That damn panda was going batshit crazy this morning. There was one, Cola, think of it. One day you could have a show just like, yeah, hers is a hell of a lot better than mine. I'll give you that. Did you see the Swami that tried? Oh yeah, dude, that's nuts. Well, did you see Yorga, where those fucking people in Ireland were setting shit on fire? I think hell, it took like their fire brigade almost like 20 minutes to get there. Yeah, Abdullah, that is a fine looking goat that's over there. I tell you one thing, buddy. I do not think that Samuel Bright is going to Tucson. I think he's going to San Diego or Las Vegas. No ding dong my forehead, buddy. Yeah, they're well, and then I think the only thing Keir Starmer really come out and said is basically don't be protesting over it. Yeah, he did die. I mean, I'm telling you, I think that shit's going to be coming this way. The only difference between us and them is we have pew-pews. The General Command of the Kuwaiti Army announces the Kuwaiti air defense systems are currently intercepting hostile aerial targets in accordance with approved operational procedures. It urges everyone to adhere to security and safety instructions and guidelines issued by competent authorities and to obtain information from official sources. I'll tell you what, buddy. No ding dong my forehead. Yeah. Yeah, Doomsday is fucking ginormous. I wonder if Jason's uncle has been live since he got intercepted by J3. Or L3, whatever the hell he called him. Yeah, don't worry. Cola will be having her show tomorrow night, and it'll be a hell of a lot better than this fucking Mickey Mouse production. Why is an Australian C-17 flying across the southeast? We probably sold them the C-17, and they, a lot of times, maintenance routines, they'll fly them over here, or if there are like upgrades, it's part of the package that the Defense Department, or not the Defense Department, General Dynamics, or whoever makes the platform, has. So it's kind of like when you lease a car and you're required to do the maintenance. It's kind of like that type stuff. Cola's Kooks. That's a good one. Timestamp that one. Really funnier than I used to be. Yeah. Oh, by the way, blackmail update. So my brother brought what he was calling the blackmail photos. Dude, that shit's weird. I used to be so much less funnier. Thanks, buddy. Oh, look at Bill coming in there with the schmooze points. Yeah, there's like 9 or 10 pictures of where they had Operation Gag Ball. It was so funny. So I was sitting there this evening, my mom and I were eating, and so I asked her, I was like, so, what was it like when you guys were sitting in the waiting room and the nurse come out and said I had that transition surgery. She goes, your brother would not look at me. I was like, why? And she goes, because he thought he was going to lose it. Yeah, I still have the dart business. I just kind of, I'm letting the people run it. I'm kind of stepped out of that. I'm working on getting the, the shirt sign business up and running. So I've spent enough time in there. So I'm pretty much doing everything out of home. One, because I still have still have issues driving, and I always will. If you don't start telling us what to do in Russian, we're all going to ask Allah. Telling you what to do in Russian. Здравствуйте, комрад. Спецоперация не знаю, что делать, Иван, что ли, как это мне и гротка, и на меня огонь. Хорошо. You know, some people can't even get 20 people in a show at once. Having over 100 is a big deal. You should have a oh my God, buy me a gag ball. Oh, yeah. She said, she said after that damn nurse left, she said, she's like, damn it, you need to look at me. My brother wouldn't. And then she told my sister, I think it was yesterday, they were FaceTiming, and she told, because my sister didn't, I hadn't told my sister yet because I was still the whole option. Price is priced according to the size of the hole. So I told my sister about it as my mom was FaceTiming her. My sister is sitting there and she's got her damn head in her hand. And as I'm walking out of the family room there, my mom goes, see, this is why I don't like going out with him in public. He does this shit all the time. So fucking hilarious. You know what I want to do is I got to take her to the store tomorrow. And I seen this this YouTube, I think it was like a YouTube or a TikTok short where this kid is always fucking with his parents. And he's walking through the store and, you know, naturally he's doing a TikTok and he holds up a box and he says, hey, Dad, is this what you need for your itch? And people around him are just like laughing. I want to do that to my mom so bad. Something along those lines, but oh my God, she probably wouldn't talk to me for a week. Traces of Iranian missiles are in the sky over Amman, Jordan. The location of the American terrorist and Movex al-Salti base in Jordan has been targeted by Iranian missiles. Okay, landed in Tucson. Gotcha. Oh, I've been like that with my mom since, oh my God, I can't even remember. And it's so funny too, because like if I try to lie to my mom, she's like, I know you're lying. I'm like, how? She goes, I can tell it on your face. I'm like, oh, what the hell ever. she nails it every time. Let's see. Tassim. Yep, she's in Tucson. And So the SAM flight is dropping elevation. So let's see. About 23,000. Might be going to Vegas. Maybe Trump's going there to pull some slots. Or uh 25.5. More than likely it's going to land in Vegas, and who knows, maybe it goes up to whoever's in there, takes a helicopter or whatever up to Area 51 or White House turns on the UFC stage lights. Man, I'm just... God, I hope there's something else to that. I really, really do. Because I just think slip a bot. Oh my God. Oh my, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my God. She would fucking kill me. I'm telling you. There would be no more broadcast. That is hilarious. Absolute. Oh my. See, 2 Janets. What time is it? So, 7:30. No. 8:30 in Vegas. Because I think they're only 2 hours, right? Because... What's the matter, Bubba? Yeah, you know, in the thing with that ring, there are so many people that support Trump that don't support that, and I think it's creating a rift. And me personally, I don't think it's appropriate, but that's just my opinion. Hopefully there's something else behind it. That's all. I mean, I've seen some way out there what it could be used for. Oh, it's 7:30, okay. I'm thinking of Arizona. They don't change their clocks. Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. So wherever this missile hit, Rukna news agency put it out. It caught a whole shitload of stuff on fire. I think this may be Bahrain. It doesn't give a caption. Boy, it got kind of quiet all of a sudden with They're showing another video. Oh shit, that was a huge missile intercept. Oh, that's the same one from earlier. They just reposted it. Yeah. I heard Claw is in the Q drops, and the EBS has something to do with it. Well, yeah, there's a lot of woke fuckers out there. Alright, hold on, I gotta use the restroom here real quick, and I want to light up a cigar, open up a window, and ventilate it. Hold on, I'll be back in about 2-3 minutes. Alright, I'm back. I can tell Miss Panda's kind of pissed at me because she decided to drag her big ass bed halfway to where I'm at. So she's trying to tell me something, huh, buddy? Let's see here. From the government of Kuwait, we are dealing with hostile air targets. Third wave of Iranian attacks on American air bases in Quebec. The General Staff of the country's army announced that the efforts of the defense systems to counter Iranian missiles and drones. Iran has now... Damn, I'm going to have to really start getting into Arabic.
نشاهد الآن في سماء العاصمة عمان تمام 4:10 تقريبا بعد الفجر. شوهد في سماء العاصمة عمان. تصوير خاص توقعت له بالنيوز.
Okay. He's talking about there's another Iranian missile near Movek al-Salti air base in Jordan, intercepted by another missile. Let me see. Let me look at. Let me look at 4chan real quick. Yeah, it looks like Sam's going to Vegas. Let's see. Claw. Okay. Claw talks about China loses billions in clawback. What? Well, prevented, fixed, billions, clawback. Okay, so here's my thoughts. What is your major malfunction? Huh, Panda? What? Give me a minute. Here's what I think. So they're calling it the claw. You do a search on 4chan for the word claw, and it talks about taking back billions from China. Is possibly there going to be an announcement about the national debt July 4th? That's a good working theory. Yeah, Panda misses her boyfriend. He's only been over here like 6 times today. He, smelled Mom cooking. So he ran over here, and so they both ate. He's a little garbage disposal. So that's, yeah, that whole claw thing. That's very interesting. I'm gonna take Miss Panda out. So let me switch back to the regular screen. And I have to adjust. Go to no more headphones. Let's see here. Could I show you Panda? Let me see. 160 by 540. Yeah, I don't have a. I'll take a picture of her and I'll put it up here. Boy, I fucked these maps all up, didn't I? Let's see here. Cover the banana door. Sam at 11,000. Yeah, he's going into Vegas more than likely. Don't put bananas in my butt. I told you all once before. Yorga's ass is a banana door. Alright, so the Middle East is fine. This one. Dire Straits. What's the matter, buddy? You have to go outside? You have to go for a walk? You have to go for a walk? Alright, give me about 5 minutes. I will be back here shortly. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's see here. The pilot's drunk. Then you'd have the liberals saying, "Oh, is Hegseth flying?" You know, because Hegseth's such a drunk, apparently, in Minecraft. Let's see here. Let me get this map a little bit more centered. Nitro. I think that's a refueler. Had to give Miss Panda her nighttime snack. Some duck breast. Yeah, Strato tankers. Damn, they're still flying these Talons in Texas. Boy, I think, whoa, look, are those helos? Holy shit, that's a lot of them. Well, that one disappeared. Chinooks. Boy, there's a lot of Chinooks up in the air. QRF, maybe? No, let me get rid of that. Let's see. All right. We got more airstrikes. Local sources say American bases in Bahrain and Kuwait have been targeted by airstrikes once again. Yeah. These guys here are in Iraq, and they did a video clip, one of the Iranian missiles heading towards Kuwait. Let's see. So it is 6:24. 4 in Iran. Let's see. Yeah, I find it interesting that SAM flight and now a Janet plane just landed. It'll be interesting to see if that Janet plane takes off within the next half hour, 45 minutes, and heads north. Let's see, because it's what, 8 o'clock? So I guess Carmelo Anthony tried to flee the courtroom. Bruh. Let's see. I want to. Looking for some. That's funny. I didn't see that. So they dug someone. There's a second Janet up in Area 51. Wanted his mommies. Well, looks like a dose of reality hit the kid right square in the old noggin, huh? Actions have consequences. Let's see here. Streamlabs slows me way down. Isn't anyone... What was that? Streamlabs slows me way down. Isn't anyone who's going to buy anything done ordering? I love your show. Like, subscribe, but chat. I can see Streamlabs is... Are you talking about the chat window, Devin? Let me know. I mean, trust me, I'm up. Are you talking about the Streamlab notifications? Now I'm gonna have to get a robot voice of someone saying, you know, like every time somebody likes the stream where it plays an audio. Devin 907, thanks for coming. Devin 907, thanks for coming. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to wind. It looks like everything's quieted down. Oh shit! You had 600 points. Crooks. Let's see if Slots is working. It's probably gonna say I'm unknown. But yeah, it seems like everything's kind of calmed down. It's daylight over in the Middle East. Yeah, see, I don't exist. That's awesome. So if anything breaks loose, I will, I'll go live. I'll probably be up for another few hours. So if anything breaks loose, I will come back on. But am I cheating you? But until then, I will catch you guys later. Make sure that you like, subscribe, share these jokers out, and we will do the outro video. I love this. This is like one of the best ones yet. Alright guys, have a good evening.
The election was rigged. It was a dirty election.
Mr.
And it's
President,
happening again right now in California.
Presented evidence
it's happening
that the
right now in
election
California.
was rigged.
Right now, it's look at what's happening in California.
To that?
It's
the
4
Republicans
days.
are doing well in
California. It's no, they're not. They're dropping fast because it's a rigged election. Let me tell you, it's 4 days, and they aren't even close to coming up with it. You know why they're doing that? Because they're cheating on the election.
Do you have evidence to support
all
that?
I have to do is look. All I have to do is look.
That's not evidence.
And I listen to people, and let's see what happens.
But sir, that's not evidence.
Do you think it's appropriate?
That's how they count the votes in California.
Do you think it's appropriate that they have an election and 5 days later they're nowhere close to picking a winner?
State and local officials acknowledge they are slow. They're urging.
No, they're crooked.
They're urging the votes to be counted quickly. That's how they vote in
They're crooked,
California.
just like you're crooked. Your press is crooked, and Meet the Press is crooked.
To be fair, I'm not crooked, but let's
really.
Let's
well,
continue.
You play right into their hands.
Let's continue.
You're either crooked or you're stupid. You play
continue.
right into their hands with this rap. You know that these elections are rigged. Your network knows that they're rigged. You know that I won an election in a landslide, and I got 94% bad press.
But, Mr. President,
you know why I
you've
got
never
that?
presented
Because you have no
evidence.
credibility.
But you've never presented evidence that it was rigged. Let's keep talking about. I want to talk about Todd.
You have more evidence. There's more evidence than ever presented.
Let's talk
Your
about
elections
you
in this
went to
country.
court.
We're like a third world country.
But, sir,
your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and
But,
Meet
Mr.
the Press is crooked,
Mr.
and so is
President-
ABC and CBS and CNN.
But, Mr. President-
You're one-sided crooked networks. All right, let's call it quits because I've had enough. Thank you, darling. Have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please. I traveled all the way to Wisconsin.
I've sat in the rain with you.
I know. I
I've sat in the
traveled
rain
all the
with
way
you
to
for an hour,
Wisconsin.
on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You ought to straighten out your press because you know what?
Mr.
A
President,
country can never be
We
great
traveled
with a
all-
dishonest
Listen,
press.
we
Come on, let's
traveled
go.
all the way to Wisconsin for this interview.